Hello all and welcome to the sunny side of Florida, around the Hard Rock Stadium and of course Miami for this ERO Miami Grand Prix. It is of course a social race with drivers spanning from F5 to F1 and even a few of the PCF2 and PCF1 guys also joining. Speaking of which, the first driver out onto the track will be Bad Luke, and he's already lagging. It is a crossplay and that as he's now heading towards one of the three DRS zones in the Miami Grand Prix track. First time we've seen this track in Season 9, well officially in Season 9. We did have this track, I think it was like round 3 or round 4 at some point last season. Yeah, one to definitely bring up excitement, I'm guessing. Especially with the 18 drivers competing today. No points on offer for the official standings, as, yep, this is going to be fun. But yeah, whoever wins just gets pride points, I guess. Or has pride over the others. Alright, here we go. First driver on a lap is going to be the Red Bull of Bad Luke, coming towards the turn 1, braking just on the curb, going round the tricky and then coming through towards the tricky turn 3, making sure he doesn't lose the car or lose the rear wing of it. Now heading towards the fast left section of Miami with a Merc deciding to not get out of the way earlier. Now heading towards the left-hander and heading towards the end of Sector 1 and the start of Sector 2. He is going to get a bit of a tow from, like, once again, another Merc and Ferrari. Hopefully they get out of their way, as that is someone else who will go back onto him. Now heading towards the start of the stadium section. Like I mentioned earlier, around the Hard Rock Stadium. Making sure he doesn't invalidate through this part, as we will check if he's invalidated. He has not invalidated. This is a 103.1 split. Now heading towards the penultimate corner in 8th gear. Spotting his braking point, there's his braking point, down into 2nd gear. Coming out of the final corner now. And coming across the line, he does a 28.4, which puts him provisionally P1. Next will be, not the Merc, it'll be the AlphaTauri of Mazis K. Yes, and he does a 28.438, 6 thousandths between Bad Luke and Mazis K. Next will be the Merc of Cameron Don, who's decided to spin it, because, you know, and now Criflium does a 28.9. He goes half a second behind Bad Luke and Mazzy K. I'm just going to call him Maz because it's hard for me to pronunciate the name. Next will be Tronic, but Eric, I'm not even going to pronounce that last name, I'm sorry. He goes P1 with a 28.3. Trinek beats that with a 28.219. Next will it be Christian? It will be Christian. Christian Lubinov comes across the line, does a 28.377, 7 thousandths between the two PC or Origin guys. Next will be the Haas of Kenny, who does a 27.7, 3 times clear of Banks, who does a 28 flat. Next will be the McLaren of Bashi, who's just starting his lap. So then it will be Liam Cross, who has invalidated his lap time earlier on. Now he needs to get out of the way for Vilzu, who has not invalidated and is on a fast lap into 3rd gear. Goes Ville. What time? Can the finish man do? He goes at 27.9. He's 2 tenths behind his countryman. Next will be the Alpine, who's just starting his lap. Then it'll be, I think, Mazepin going into the pit lane, which he does. Then it will be Cameron Dunn and Lockie Glauk. Lockie Glauk, what time is it going to be? It's going to be a 27.779. He's 5 thousandths of Ken. Why are we all so close? It's a social race, lads. Next will be Eric, who's just going into the pit lane. So we'll be looking for the AlphaTauri then, of Liam Cross, as I don't think anyone ahead of him is on a lap. No, Bashi is on a lap. We will watch Bashi, or Brandon Gashi, won the F2 title last season, hasn't competed in F1 yet, this is only a reserve. Down into 3rd, keeping it in 3rd, short trimming up to 4th on the exit. What is it going to be? 25, 26, 27.1, 6 attempts clear of Ken. And I'm going to assume that's maybe line, maybe using line, I don't know. We may turn it off for this event, but see now Panos down into 2nd. Short shifting it up, coming across the line now, 27.8, he goes P4. Liam jumps over to P8 with a 28.2. Next to cross the line, maybe Rohiwell. No, Rohiwell's just coming towards the end of sector 1. What split is it going to be? It's a 31.2 split. So we'll quickly 30.1, 31.9, 25 flat. Yep, 30.167, then 31, okay. So he's about a second off, at 1.1 seconds off Bashi, which will put him around the 28.1 region, which is around P7. Can he claw back any more time? It's a 103.5. I don't know if that's any good in relation to Bashi. We're going to assume it's still about that 1 second margin off. Now heading towards the final corner. Down into 2nd. Deciding not to short shift up, coming around the penultimate and final corner now. What split is it going to be? It's being a 28.8. He puts in P14. Next I think will be Snowden on that, but apparently he's gone purple. Adam Michalak now is joined. Was able to join. No, he's 2 temps off Bashi at the minute. Oh, he's lucky to not invalidate there. Keeping this entire bit through 3rd. It's a 102.4. The game's given him purple again. He is on a straight, so I'm going to check. 32.1. I think that is purple. He might be on course to get pole position here, Otto. He's 2 temps off. He needs to find back 2 temps through this final sector. Has he done it? 26, 27? No, he made a mistake probably through the final corner. So 27.7. 32.1. No, he's 3 temps off in the middle sector. Sorry. So 6 temps and then another 2 temps. As Bashi is now on for his 2nd flying lap. Is there anyone on a hot lap? Ville is on a hot lap. Is he up? He is not on a hot lap. And there goes Crackshot as what the f... Well, Bashi decided to go into someone. Has Eric got damage? As Eric now does go into the pit lane, and Bashi is starting his hot lap. Keeping it through 7th and through 6th for the second part. Is he going to go down to 5th? And he keeps it in 6th. And into 4th. Actually taking that really nice line. And he's 2 tenths up in his lap time. He's done a 29.9. Villa goes up and does a 27.431. Puts in P2. Goes through 3rd and Chorchim back up to 4th. Going into 3rd. Chorchim up to 4th, back down into 3rd. As Christian Lubinov goes up into the top 5 at 27.7. As Bashi's 3 tenths on his lap time is going to be a 26. Can he hold it through the last sector of the lap? Down into 4th, the last heavy braking zone. Now it's just to make sure he doesn't spin it from the curves, and he doesn't. It's going to be 25, it's going to be a 26, I think. Yes, it is, just about a 26.965. Goes half-a-second clear of everyone as Cameron Dunn goes up to P3. As Ken now comes around the final corner. What time is he going to do? 27.5, he goes up into P3. Banks next? No, Banks. Lockhick is next, so he's 3 tenths up. He's going to put him around that P1, P2 region, sorry. (24, 25, 26, 27, 27.5). He goes P4. He lost a little bit of time. Next will be Liam. He goes into the pit lane because he's bad in P13. Adam Michalak now on his first lap. He's made a mistake somewhere. And he's going to go back into the pit lane. As we are just waiting for the next cars to come out, I think... Nah, I don't think they're on a lap, no they're not, they're going back into the pit lane. Villa's coming out in his lap time, but I think... Who was the Merc? Oh, it's Lockig. Oh, he's going into the pit lane. I think. We'll see how... Yeah, he's going into the pit lane. So one of the first cars I think will be Kriflium. Yep, he is in PCF1, so we could expect him around the top 10, so it's a bit of a surprise he's down in P16. So I think he is hoping for better. Into 4th. Chorchim up to 5th, then Chorchim back up to 6th. Really reluctant to get out of the power there. Down into 7th, misses the curb. Takes all of the curb over there. Doesn't run wide. Down into 4th. Short shifts up to 5th. Loses the car a bit, but he's up by 3 tenths to 30.5. He is about 6 tenths off Bashi at the minute. Let's see now, heading in towards the stadium section. Keeping it in 4th. Still keeping it in 4th, deciding not to shift down into 3rd. Keeping it in 4th throughout the entire section. What split is it going to be? He's 5 tenths up, he's gained an extra 2 tenths. He is about 7 tenths off Bashi at the minute. So we can expect him to be a 27.6 at this moment in time, which would put him around the top 5 region. So he does need to find some more time. He goes into 4th. Oh, he's had a moment and he's locked up. He locked up the rears and he lost the rear end and he sort of spun and he's going into the pit lane. As Ville now starting his lap time, but look at the traffic he's in. He's a 10th up on his lap time. As he now has to deal through the Aston Martin and Mercedes, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner of my screen, or your screen. That Aston Martin needs to get out of the way as soon as he can. He does so. That probably would have put it off Vilzu. Let's see. Yeah, that has. He was up slightly on his lap time and now he's not. As I think, yes, it's 2 minutes left. We're getting down to the final run to quali. Can he find any time in this final sector? Goes into third, second even, momentarily. 24. As he does go into the pit lane, he backs out. That's going to be the end of his qualifying. I think the next car on the lap is going to be Cameron Don, maybe? As I'll quickly sift through. Okay, so furthest ahead will be Cameron... No, it will not be Cameron Don, it will be Adam Michalak. He does a 30 flat in the first sector. He's currently P19 at the moment, but he has not set a lap time. Neither has Crackshot. Oh, he almost invalidated there. Going through this. And he's a 10th off. He's only a 10th off Bashing. He is going to get a slipstream from the Merc. From the Merc of Lucky Glauk. So this could be another proposition. Village retired in the pit lane. He can't do anything better than a 27.4. Going through the final corner. From the few corners now. Adam Michalak, can he go pole position? He is in F2. Let's see, 27.1. Next will be Cameron Don, who's backed out of his lap time. No, he has started his lap time. He is let Eric go through. Can he improve on his lap time? Yes, he can. It's a 28 flat. Momentarily puts him P12. As people are starting their lap, Christian Lubinov goes P4. JML Pinty goes up into P12. Red Bull Bad Blue cannot improve. Crackshot cannot also set a lap time. He's also left the session. Trinet goes up into P2. Ken goes up into P3 with 27.1. As people are starting their lap times, we will look on Bashi. He's found another 2 temps. Can he find any more time in this final sector? But there's a Williams spun. I think that will be Criflium. Actually, no, it wouldn't be Criflium. It would be the retired car of Pinzio. As now Bashi heading through the final corner. So it's going to be 26.480. He's found another 2 temps. As now Lucky Glauk goes across the line. He improves slightly, but not enough to gain position. Cameron Don now, who is also slightly up with a funny number, but he needs to find 2 temps if he wants to gain 1 position. As Pangrew now goes up into P9, demotes Cameron Don to P10. 25, 26, 27.5, he goes back up into P9. As Banks now goes up. Criffium now goes up into P12. Madzik now cannot improve, and I think that is everyone. I'm going to quickly take a photo for the final order. As we are going to get a lobby restart, as we were not on the correct rules. So sorry about the delay. So we are going to try and do the race this time. Sweet. Okay, right. Someone's left. As people are leaving. As people are getting kicked. This is great. This is why you do crossplay, everyone. Like... As people's games are crashing, people are getting kicked off the game. How many people do we have in the lobby? Nope, never mind. Cameron, you invited the bastards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Miami Grand Prix. Someone gets away, well, it's Bashy's AI. I think people are leaving. Is Cameron Don's left the session? I think people are leaving. I think we're getting another lobby. Yeah, it's people as we are leaving. Yeah, we're getting a restart. As once again, for the third time now, we're gonna try and start the Miami GP. It's been very long. As we are waiting for the last 10 seconds for people to get their setups, everyone to actually get in the lobby. As we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Miami Grand Prix. Can get a shocking start. Villa's already passed him going into turn 1. As Villa looks up and almost goes into there's a wide, someone spun. I think Panos spun, yeah, Panos and Roywell both spun. As now further up the field they're going side by side. Oh my god, it was almost 3 wide. They are trying to make it 3 wide. Heading towards turn 4, the Alvatari loses it momentarily, doesn't go into anyone. Crackshaw's forced to go wide. As Bash is already a second lap. Oh my god, it's 29 laps. Is Liam now battling with the F4 and F5 guys? Arguably should be there, but it's fine, we don't talk about it. As now he's going side by side with Criflium, or Quill. He can have the inside line for this next part, and then the inside line again. Oh my god, Christ almighty. Contacts were happening. As now Criflium does not manage to keep the move stick. As now Liam is really going for a second one, he's trying to make the move on Lockig. As now Klaus is trying to make the move on Criflium. It's going to be like 4 wide. It's going to be 4 wide going into the corner. No, it's 3 wide. As Criflium gets ahead of all 3 of them. Oh, there's contact. Someone's in a wall. Ken! Vito Ken's in a wall! Probably shouldn't say that on stream, but it's fine. As now Snowken gets ahead of Cameron Dunn for P3, trying to get ahead of Crackshot. As no Seymour is here, and looking, Lauk has lost the position to Banks. No, he hasn't. He's just about kept it, I think. Are they still going to be side by side? No, they're not. As now Liam is on the back of Quill. Oh, it's a safety car. The safety car is out. I guess we see the tyres everyone's on. Well, everyone's on hard except that Liam is on medium, so... As now Banks now gets on a set of hard compound tyres. Crutchfield gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags because he left. But yes, now Rohwell has left the session. Spanks now is going back into the pit lane, I'm guessing for a set with the medium compound tyres? No, he's going back onto the set of hards, but he's got a 5-second penalty. As you're just waiting for the safety car to come in. Oh, excuse my tiredness. As now Klaus comes into the pit lane for a set of medium compound tyres. Oh my god, Bashi. Sorry lads, I didn't even realise that Bashi's out. Oh, I think he did that on purpose, I'm not gonna lie. Is now Snurkin is now ahead. Yeah, the safety car still isn't in. You can move everyone to the pack. As I think Crankshot's overtaking someone. Yeah, people are retiring.